Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Short Play, a series of quick tours of games I like on a variety of platforms, new and old. Today's game is the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game. This was a 2019 release by Sega for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, developed in-house, and we'll be looking at the Nintendo Switch version today. Now, at the time of recording, the game has not been released outside of Japan, mostly because of the postponement of the 2020 Olympics as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Japanese version is readily available though, and region free, and it includes full English support. So if you do have a hankering for a multi-sports athletics game, then you can grab this pretty easily just from Amazon. Now, I've always been a big fan of this kind of game, and doing a recent Atari A to Z episode on Winter Games reminded me quite how much of a fan of this kind of game I am. So even though it's not particularly relevant right now, let's go play the official Olympics game for 2020. Okay, here we are with the official Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games video game from Sega, developed in-house by Sega rather than farmed out to anyone else. I think Eurocom did a few previous ones. But yeah, I'm very fond of this game. I've always liked multi-sport Olympic athletic games. They're not super popular or anything like that outside of the time when the Olympics is going on. And because the Olympics haven't happened this year, no one's really thought about this game or talked about it or anything like that, which is a shame because it's fun. So let's just skip the intro for now. That's my character. The really fun thing about this game is you get to customize your character, which I won't spend a lot of time on right now, but I will show you what you can do with it. So in the athlete settings here, when it loads, take your time. You can customize not only your own athlete, but also the rest of your team as well. And you can customize all of these people in the same amount of detail, which is really cool. So for example, here I've got a robotic monster as part of my all-female Team GB. But if we did want to adjust someone, you just pick them. You can do quick edit, which allows you to pick from a variety of randomly generated ones. You can also choose to keep certain elements of the current avatar that they've got. So you can use that as a starting point, and then you can go to detailed edit, and you can adjust everything from whether they present as male or female to their overall physique. So if you want to make a big fat porker like me playing in the Olympics, you can do. You can adjust their facial features in rather a lot of detail. You see lots and lots of sliders. You can adjust their voice.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I had no idea, Helena. Anyway, you can also customize their abilities as well. So you can choose whether they have a focus on speed, power, or technique. And then there's various other unlockable sets of stats as well that you can customize them even further. And you'll see in the top right corner there's an available points readout. Points you earn through playing pretty much anything in the game, and you can use those to unlock costumes, you can use those to unlock these things, and all manner of other stuff as well. The other nice thing is if you want to share your avatar with someone else, you can choose to make your avatar public. Let's do my main one. You can generate a code that you can then take a screenshot of and share that on social media or with your friends or whatever. So if you want to have the same character in your game, you can do, which is really cool. Anyway, enough of that silliness. Let's get into some actual Olympics. Right, so we have several options we can play through here. We have the Olympic Games mode, where you can either play in like mini tournaments for each of the events, or you can set up a medley where you compete for medals either by yourself against a computer opponent or against a single other player. Can't play any more than 2 players, which is a bit of a shame. You can play up to 4 players online. I haven't tried that. With the main problem with that is the fact that since this came out in 2019 in Japan and the Olympics aren't happening, No one is playing this game online, which is a real shame, because this ranked games idea where there are specific schedules for the various events, that's a really cool idea, I think. It sort of really gives a feeling of like a virtual Olympics going on. But as it stands, there don't seem to be an awful lot of people playing right now, which is a terrible shame. We're just going to go into the practice mode for the minutes, because that allows you to just compete in each event just once, just to get a feel for it. And so I'll show you each of the events. There are 18 of them, so we're going to be here a little while. But I'll show you this way rather than the Olympic mode, so we don't have to sort of play through a whole tournament or anything like that. So we will start with the 100-meter dash. Now this is probably the most traditional of the events in this game in terms of how you would expect it to unfold, but it's got its own little twist in there as well. So let me just remind myself of the controls. We are tapping B. Okay, that's all I need to know. So we start off. There I am in my 1970s dad's jogging shorts. You would always highlight one of the other athletes for some reason, just to sort of give you a rival. And there I am, the beast. You can skip all this if you want to, by the way. You don't have to sit through this at the start of every event. I really like the start of this one, though. It sort of has a real sense of drama about it, just with that sort of drone in the background like that, and everyone sort of getting ready to go. You hold down the trigger for a turbo start, and off you go. And then it's hammer the button time. And then last spurt. To turbo boost your way over the line. So as you can see, this game doesn't take itself too seriously, which is one of the things I really like about it. So there we are. Comfortably beat everyone else. The one slight criticism I have of this is that in a fair few of the events, the computer opponents are quite easy. I'm playing on the hard mode at the minute, which is the second difficulty up. There is an extreme mode as well. Normal is way too easy for most events. There are exceptions though. The hurdles I'm not very good at, so we'll leave it on hard for now. I get the impression that normal difficulty is kind of designed for younger players, maybe. But yeah, the hurdles unfolds a little bit like the 100 metres, as you might expect, but with a few little twists. Again, let me just remind myself of the controls. Left stick to jump. Okay. Alright, so again we have the little cutscene at the beginning, which we can skip if we want. And it will just take us straight to the starting blocks. And you'll notice I'm wearing a different costume for this. Because you can set a different costume for every event. Set. Ready for turbo start. Oh no! That was not very good. I got fourth though. But yeah, the way that one works, it unfolds a bit quickly. But you'll see the marker on the floor, and there's a line in front of your athlete that shows you when you should jump. And you wanna flick the left stick to jump. In fact, let's play that again without me falling ass over tit right at the beginning. I thought I'd done a false start. That's why I fell over. Yeah, so you can see those markers on the floor there. You want to flick the left stick when you're in that sort of... Oops. That was even worse, wasn't it? Yeah, you're supposed to flick the left stick when the yellow marker is in the pink area, but you also need to be going fast enough to do that, which I clearly wasn't doing in that instance there. Let's forget that happened, and let's do something else. Alright, next up we got the hammer throw. Okay, let me remind myself of the controls for this one as well. Right stick to spin. There we go. Okay, so this is another pretty simple one. Set yourself up, ready to go. Use the 2 shoulder buttons to grip onto the hammer, and then you start swinging the right stick around and round, around, 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 around to get some speed up. Then it will go in slow motion, and you let go to fling it. That was not great, because I let go of that a bit late there. But you do get 3 attempts at this, so let's try and do a bit better. I just love the fact you can use your custom avatar in this, because it means you can have a tiny little girl like I've got here competing in the hammer throw, which is normally a sport for big burly men. That's better. I love the characters in this. They're just so expressive. They really just remind me of sort of the Sims from sort of roughly the Sims 3 era. You know, really expressive faces about them. Yes, they're not super realistic or anything like that, but to be honest, if we're playing a sort of arcadey style game, I much prefer a slightly stylized look anyway. Alright, so we actually won that. I've done better in that before, as you can see from my record at the top. I actually flung it over 100 metres before. Yeah, it was not to be today. And you'll see there we are. We earned some points for both winning and for consecutive wins as well. So if you play the same event several times and get a win each time, you'll get additional bonuses. Alright, next up is long jump. I think this is the last of the track and field events. Okay, again, let me check the controls. Left stick to jump, B to speed up. Alright, let's do this.
First try. Start.
So this one, you bash the B button to build up some speed. And then you have to flick the left stick at an angle to jump. And the closer you flick the stick to 45 degrees, the better your jump angle is. I'm actually in the lead so far, and that's good.
Second try. Start.
Alright, off we go. And again, you've got that line on the floor to help you out, to line that up with. Not so good. You can hit a button in midair to sort of do a proper landing as well, and that can sometimes help you get a bit further. It didn't in that instance.
Final try.
This is one thing I really like. So like, if you've got over a certain distance in your first couple of attempts, you can sort of rile up the crowd before you start. And that in theory inspires you to go a bit further. Oh, I failed it. Rubbish.
Yes.
I still won though. So that's long jump. So that's all the track and field events, I think. So next up we have the BMX. Oh no, there's the relay race as well. We'll come on to that after the BMX. I like the BMX. This is one of my favourite events. The only thing I'm a bit sad about with this one is there's only one track to do. Because, it's not a BMX game. It's an Olympics game. So, Y array to jump. B to start and speed up. Alright, let's do it. So pretty much all the racing events.
Random start. Riders ready? Watch the gate.
Pretty much all the events you can get turbo start on by timing that trigger press at the beginning. And in this one you can get a turbo boost when you land after a jump by flicking the left stick forward. Yeah, one of the things I really like about the way this game implements its controls is that there are basic controls and there are advanced controls. The advanced controls are all sort of optional, additional things you can do to sort of improve your game. But if you just want to enjoy the event on a basic level, you can feel free to ignore those. And in fact, I get the distinct impression that the harder difficulty levels are designed for people who are familiar with the advanced controls and how to make good use of them. Whereas the normal difficulty kind of assumes that you're just using the basic controls. Alright, there we are. Lovely BMX victory for us. Another consecutive win for us, building up those points. When we've gone through the events, I'll quickly show you what you can spend those points on as well, besides the stat layouts. Alright, relay time. Now this is an interesting one because it does involve tapping the button to run, but it's much more rhythmic rather than just hammering it as fast as possible. So again, let me remind myself the controls. Left stick to pass the baton, B to start and speed up. Okay. This is one of the events where your teammates come into play as well. So you start as your character, and then it will bring in several of your other teammates along the way as well. So this one, you want to tap the button so you stay in that pink area on that meter on the screen. Then it will lock your speed just before you arrive at the next character. And you then need to continue. Staying as close as possible to that pink area as you can. And that will gradually increase your average speed. I haven't 100% figured out that event yet, but I can at least get reasonable results there. I can't necessarily win, but I can get reasonable results in it. But yeah, that's a really interesting one, I think, just because it's a little bit different from the normal button hammering athletics type thing that you get. But I haven't quite mastered the complete skill required. Alright, now we've finished the track and field events, and it's on to swimming. So this thing here, when you're playing in the practice mode, you can compete against these named characters. Up until August of this year, August 2020, those were real athletes, but presumably their license has expired now, so these are all fictional characters from this point on. They are all really difficult to beat, so it's worth just competing against the standard computer opponents. If you don't rate your skills too much, which I do not in the swimming games. Not in this one anyway, I'm a little bit better at the other one. Okay, again, quick control check. Okay. Alright, so again, we prepare ourselves.
Take your marks.
Charge up a turbo start. Hammer the button to get going. And then when the perspective changes, it's all about moving the analog sticks rhythmically in time with those on-screen markers. And that will build up your stamina meter at the top of the screen. Oops.
Now entering the second half.
That was a terrible turn. As you get close to the end, you can give yourself a burst of energy. And then still loose. I have another go at that one. So the timing on that one is just a little bit tricky. You have to sort of really kind of figure out the perspective, I guess, as well. Get a feel for when you need to press the buttons to do various things. I can do better than that. Let's give it another go.
Take your marks.
Always late starting as well. That's better.
Second half.
Timing that burst of speed is really tricky because if you do it too early, you'll end up just running out of energy and you will lose. So it's kind of tricky. But yeah, I like the way that's implemented. It kind of feels like swimming. Then we got the 200 meters individual medley, which is another swimming event, but it implements itself quite differently, as you'll see in a moment. Again, prepare yourself for a turbo start. Hammer the button to get a bit of initial speed going. And then you have to do various strokes with the two analog sticks. And you see you have to balance your pace with your stamina on the screen. If you go too quickly, you'll lose too much stamina, but if you go too slowly, you'll get stuck behind your opponents. So it's a real balancing act. The next time we are doing breaststroke, so this is outward strokes on the analog sticks. Slow down a bit, just so we've got a bit of energy left for this final burst. And then really go all out for that last stretch. There we go. A comfortable win. See, that one's much easier than the... Or at least I find that one much easier than the freestyle one. She's so happy. Alright, next up. Next up we got table tennis, which you can play in singles or doubles. We'll just play in singles for now. So we'll just play 7 points for now. There's our opponent, the perfectionist. So this is all controlled with the two analog sticks. So you use the left analog stick to move around, you use the right analog stick to actually hit the ball. Now this takes a bit of getting used to. But it makes for a really enjoyably tense game. I haven't tried this in 2-player, but I can see this being a lot of fun together. It's nice to play an adaptation of table tennis that understands that table tennis and tennis are actually two very different games. Nice. Oh yeah, in the racket sports games you get super shots. You can see that meter building up in the bottom left of the screen. And now I'm glowing, which means I've got a super shot ready to deliver. Oh, she's doing one before me, but I returned it. Yeah, so I can... return that with a special of my own. As I say, this game doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's why it's good. There's just like a real feeling of classic Sega arcade fun about this game. Just in the presentation and the way it plays and the fact that it's a bit silly. Oh no!
Match point.
Bring it on. Don't you super shot me. Victory!
Match to the beast.
Match to the beast. Hell yes. So yeah, that's table tennis. Next up, we have tennis, which again you can play singles and doubles. Alright, we'll just play for 2 games on this one. Remind me of the controls. Yeah, so I don't know if this has anything to do with Virtua Tennis, but it actually has quite a feel of Virtua Tennis about this, which is very pleasing, because Virtua Tennis is great. And again, this has both simple and advanced controls, so if you want to play it with just one button, you can do. But if you want to play a slightly more advanced game of tennis, there are additional button controls that you can use to do various different types of shots as well. Whoops. That was stupid. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, like in table tennis, you have super shots in this as well. Lovely. So you build up the meter in the corner of the screen, and then when that's full, you can make use of a super shot and decimate your opponent, in most cases. They're not as ridiculous as the super shots in Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch, which is probably for the best. Since I swear I'm the only person in the world who understands how to use those, which makes playing multiplayer games kind of pointless. At least in person with friends. I actually haven't stepped online with that game at all, but I don't know if anyone's playing it anymore even. Well, special shot. There we are, right in the ball boy's face, where it belongs. All right, one game to me.
Start.
Oops. So you see in this one it gives you a helpful marker showing you where the ball is going to land. So you can get it to position beforehand and actually hold down the button to charge up a more powerful shot in this one, and that's sort of key to success in this one. She's got a super shot ready. I better be careful. There it is. Oh no! I panicked. I panicked. I will freely admit that I panicked. Oh no! It's all going wrong!
Game point.
You don't scare me, Sanders. Legendary and cute Murray Gamer from Great Britain will take you down.
Game point.
Bring it. Smash! Oh, she returned it. How annoying. Ow! Oh no! Right, must try harder.
Start.
That's a good start. Nice. You're not even trying now.
Game point.
I guess I took her confidence away. One more game. And she has a super shot ready to go. God, you don't know how to deal with me pressing the A button instead of the B button, do you? Bring it. Over there. Nice. See, this is really simple, but it's a really good tennis game. Uh-oh. Special return! Weren't even going to try and return that.
Match point.
Love it. Tennis! Smash!
Game, set, and match.
What a way to finish. Love it.
Win.
Alright, what do we got next? Boxing. Not a super fan of this event. Probably just because I haven't sort of figured out how to do it effectively, I guess. So this is another one that uses the 2 analog sticks. And pushing them in different directions does different punches. And you can block by holding the R button and sidestep with the triggers.
Austria.
Round 1.
One thing I do find it a little bit tricky to get your head around in this one is remembering that the left stick is not for moving in this one, it is for punching with your left hand.
2, 3.
You do have a special meter in this one as well, with which you can perform... Ouch! Punch, punch, punch. Stop that. Okay. As you can see, this is just sort of a bit chaotic, and I don't really understand what's going on. But I did lamp him right in the face with that one. Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
While you can win with the normal punches, and I say I think a lot of it is just a case of trying to build up the special meter as much as you can, and then making use of those special attacks to actually deliver the finishing blows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's going to do a special on me any minute. Oh, ow. Stop that. Deck him. Is he down? I think he's down. TKO for me right in the last second. How about that? Yeah, so, I mean, it's not a bad event or anything like that. I just don't super understand it at the minute. Like, I'm not entirely sure how you'd be good or bad at that other than just sort of mashing the 2 analog sticks and hoping for the best. I'm sure there's more strategy to it than that, but, well, you saw the result. Okay, next up we have Judo. Again, we'll skip competing against the quote-unquote celebrity. Now, this is an event that looks like it should be terrifying, but it actually sort of unfolds a little bit more straightforward than the controls might suggest. So, in this, you grab your opponent and then you try and throw them down, basically. Now, if you look at the advanced controls for this, there are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different controls you can use in this one. I don't use those because I don't know what any of them do. So I tend to stick with the the basic controls, because that just seems to be a little bit easier.
People's Republic of China.
So this is another team-based event where different members of your team compete one at a time, and then when you grab someone, you have to tap the button so that meter ends up in either one of the blue or the red areas. If it's a blue area, you get a Waza-Ari, which is worth 1 point. If you get it in the red area, you get an Ippon, which is worth 2 points. Oh, failed. He
待て始め
is out of stamina though, so he's not going to... Yeah, so he's completely out of stamina, so I could just pretty much throw him to the ground then. Okay, next up. Ambrice versus Doe.
始め
So when you're on defense, you have to sort of resist the opponent's attacks in a similar sort of way. So this time around, you need to try and keep it in the grey area, which poor old Ambrice failed to do there. 1-0. Now it's time for Superstar Mario Gamer to take her place. Yes, I know she looks very much like Ambrice, but they have different hair if you look closely. Give me my Ippon. Thank you very much. Sasuga Star Athlete.
Fourth match.
And finally, Lana the Goth. Is that me or him? That was me. Oh well. God damn it. Oh, you counted, you bugger.
Just ran out of energy.
Oh no. I deserved that. Bring on the star. She will kick your booty.
Golden score.
始め
Oh no! Failed.
待て始め
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no! Ah. It's all over. It was a good battle though. See, I'm not 100% sure I understand that event completely, but I do enjoy it. It's quite fun. There's a good feeling of the sort of physical exertion involved in that. Right, next up we are on to the team sports. So, first up, baseball. Now, baseball is a sport that can easily look very complicated, but thankfully this incarnation of it is not super difficult to understand. Particularly as, like most of the other games, you can choose to play it in a sort of fairly basic or slightly more advanced version as you see fit. So the basic principle of this is that you look at where the pitcher is placing the batting cursor in that grid. You move your batting cursor, which is the blue square, over the top of it, and then press the B button to actually hit the ball. So it's mostly about timing, as with most baseball games.
Go Team KB. Try. 0-1.
Ball.
1-1.
Oh,
Strike.
timing's really tricky.
1-2.
That's a hit. Oh! Getting caught out like a motherfucker.
Go Team KB.
Strike.
0-1.
Too early.
Strike.
0-2.
Late.
Strike out.
But that's how batting works. Oh, God. Right, so pitching works by you choosing one of these types of pitch from the top here. Change up is like your standard one, and then all the others you can use like once per innings, I think. There we are. I've got auto defend turned on at the minute, so you don't have to control your fielders. You can turn that on if you want to, so if you're on a slightly more complex game, you can turn on strike. Yeah, you can turn on manual fielding, and that then means that you have to actually control the rest of your team.
Strike.
0-2.
And again, just like with the batting, you want to try and ensure that where you leave the ball cursor is not where the batting cursor is, because otherwise that happens.
Ball.
1-0.
And one thing you find is that the different types of pitch will cause the ball icon to move in different ways after you've thrown it.
1-1.
So in this way, it's actually probably the most understandable I've seen a game make elements of baseball. Catch it. Oh no.
Let's go, Israel!
Strike.
0-1.
Strike.
0-2.
Caught out
Shake.
by my armor-clad team member. Right, let's see if we can do a bit better on batting this time. I don't think I will somehow, but I just can't hit it. It's so difficult.
0-1.
Try.
0-2.
Oh, I actually hit it. But I'm out.
One out. Let's go, GB!
Oh, it's a hit. And it's caught out. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have left the computer on hard for this one. Alright, come on, QX9000, you can do this.
Ball.
1-0.
Strike.
1-1.
Much too early.
Try.
1-2.
Strike out. Shake.
Perfect timing, strikeout. Good. I'm great at baseball.
Try.
0-1.
Ball.
1-1.
Now you have a super pitch in this as well. An incredible pitch.
1-2.
I didn't even try to hit.
Strike out.
Nice pitch.
Ball.
1-0.
Catch it. Oh.
Nice
See, I'm not normally a huge fan of sort of team sports video games, but I actually quite enjoy the team sports initiatives because they're not super complicated or anything like that. I feel like I could easily understand them. And it's got that element of things that I've talked a bit about on some of the Atari A to Z series as well, which is that for me, the best sport video games are the ones that feel more like video games than sports. And that's kind of what we got here. If I could just get my head around the batting mechanics, I think I'd have a lot of fun with this baseball game in particular. Right, last chance to redeem myself.
Go, Team GB!
Oh no! Oh god. Ah, I think I'm onto something.
Nice single.
Right. I found out if you hold down the analog stick in the direction the ball is pointing, it seems to be much easier to hit the ball. So maybe this is where I've been going wrong. Too early.
0-2.
That also means you can respond a bit quicker as well. Still not helping me that much, say. Too early.
0-2.
Nope. Well, a crushing defeat for me in baseball there. But that hopefully gives you an idea of how that works. Alright, next up, basketball. Okay, remind me of the controls on this. B to pass and steal, A to shoot. Alright, that's all I need for the minute. Again, you've got your team members on your side in this one. You can actually choose which specific team members join you for team-based events as well. Otherwise, it will just, by default, it will pick... it'll pick like the first few in the list. Oh, just missed. Try again. Shoot. Nice. Ah. I'm not 100% sure on like the sort of stealing controls in this. It seems to be quite tricky to... Go on, get in. Oh, no. Seems to be quite tricky to actually get your opponents to give the ball up. But again, I'm sure it's something that comes with practice. Oh! You clearly should have gone in there. Give me the ball. Jump! No. It's not going well. Give me the sodding ball. Oh dear. Nice. Well, all right. Don't know about nice. It's 2 points. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give it to me. Fuck. Alright, come on, we got this. We so have this. Pass it. And shoot. Late. Jump. Give me the ball. It's not giving me the ball. Oh, I got the ball. Not 100% sure how, but... Shoot! Ooh, just in time. I can bring this back. I can bring this back. Special shot! If it wasn't clear already, only your star athlete, so your sort of team leader, only they can do the special shots. I successfully stole the ball and then immediately lost it again. Alright, come on. We 100% have this. Too early. Jump! Shoot! It's in. Oh, it's going to be close. Don't think it... Oh, you little bitch. Oh, we didn't actually get a point for that, at least. We lost, but that was respectable. Okay, we're nearly there, I promise. Next up is football. Soccer, to you people who don't call it the proper name. Right, again, remind me of the controls. A to shoot, B to pass. Same as pretty much every other arcade-style soccer game you've ever played.
Kickoff.
Alright, let's do this. You suck. Nice save. Again, I don't like real life football, but sort of arcade style soccer games like this, I have known to be quite fond of them. Oh, way too high. No, that's not how you do that. Oh no!
Extra time.
Come on, give it some dirty tackles. No, you don't. Oh no! No, 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 no! Oof. Half time. 0-0. It's just like watching real football.
Kickoff.
Oh, he's got a super shot ready. I don't like that. It's a save. Come on, get it out of there. He just keeps trying to shoot it into the side of the goal. I don't know football, but I know that's wrong. Thank you. Get... No. No. No! Oh. That was always going to end badly. But at least it's gone now. Oh no. It's all gone wrong, Margaret. It's happening again. Super shot. Oh, you can't believe you saved that, you piece of shit. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give it to me. None of that. That's more like it. And shoot! Damn! Damn! Well, that's football. That's how that works. Whew, we're nearly there. So we got 3 more to do. Beach volleyball is next. Rearrange my cushions while we load. Sitting here for so long, wait. My poor old back is going. Right, what are the controls for this one? B, mostly. Alright. Right, let's do this. Admire my athlete's nice ass.
Start.
Toss! I actually quite like this one because it's not like super complicated or intense or anything like that, but it does have a nice feeling of almost strategy about it. Again, I'm not very good at it though. And the one thing I like about this is that you only control your character. Your partner is controlled by the AI, and they're actually quite good.
Nice receive. Super spike.
And volleyball's all about teamwork, so it's really nice to feel like you can actually rely on your teammate.
A great dig.
Oh no. It's not going brilliantly. Definitely not going brilliantly.
Match point.
That was nice.
Match point.
A lot of this event seems to be sort of about psyching out your opponent using that aiming marker. Oh no! We lost. Disaster! Anyway, you get the idea. All of these games you can play for a bit longer if you want to. We're just playing the ultra short versions here just so I can squeeze them all into one video. We've been over an hour as it is, but I thought you might want to see all of the events. Alright, so next up we have Rugby Sevens, which is like rugby but not quite as big. Of all the games, I think this is the one where the difficulty doesn't seem quite balanced right, because on normal this is way too easy. I haven't actually tried it on hard, I don't think. We'll give it a go, we'll see how we get on. But like on normal, I can comfortably win a match of this without really having to try particularly hard. Because I tend to find that the computer doesn't seem to understand the sprint button. So if you can move faster than the computer, then you can always win.
Conversion kick.
Right, so here you have the conversion kick. You have to pay the wind into account. Not moving very much at the minute, so let's just...
Perfect.
Lovely.
Start. Passing it back.
Get the ball. Get that ball. Get it. Now run. Run like the wind. Run like you're pressing the R button and your opponents don't know how to do that. Beautifully done. See what I mean? Like I say, I have a feeling that the reason this happens is because the lower difficulty levels assume that you're just using the basic controls, whereas the sprint button is one of the advanced controls.
Start.
Get it. Get the ball. Run. Run. Yes, what usually happens in this game is happening right now. Pants!
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion. Start.
Well, their star player's got a super shot ready. Won't help them much if they never get the ball, though, will it?
Extra time.
Get up. Get up. Run. Beautiful.
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion. Start.
That said, as easy as this is, it is fun. And I can see this mode being enjoyable with two people. It's because it reminds me of like the old
Kickoff.
violent sports games on 16-bit things like Speedball and stuff like that. Run, 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 run like the wind. Of course, if you want a fair game, tell your opponent about the sprint button. Otherwise, this happens.
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion. Start.
D. Much too easy, but still fun. I'm not going to complain. I'm not normally good at sports games, and this is one that I'm
Conversion
quote
kick.
unquote good at. Oh, that's an awkward position.
Perfect. Conversion. Start.
'Super try! Don't get any more points for that, it's just fun. Look at it go! Smash!
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion.
I think we're nearly done.
Start. Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion. Start.
20 seconds left. How many more 1,000 points can we score in that time? I'm not allowing you to score any points in this game.
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion.
Perfect record on conversions as well.
Start.
3 seconds to score another try. Can we do it?
Extra time.
Get it? Yeah, come on. Run. 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 Yes. Can we make it a clean 70?
Conversion kick. Perfect. Conversion.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That couldn't have gone better.
Start. Full time.
Look at her. She knows that was a hollow victory. She knows it was a hollow victory that she doesn't really deserve, but she's going to take it anyway. Right, and finally, we wrap up with sport climbing, which is probably the quickest of all the events. I don't know, 100-meter dash only goes on for like 10 seconds, doesn't it? This is only like 15 seconds as well, so we are very nearly done now. This is quite a fun event. This is all about flicking the analog stick to grab onto things as quickly as possible. And that's about it, really.
At your marks.
You just have to do it quicker than the other person does.
Ready? Go!
It's mostly about sort of accuracy of your analog stick movements. But there are ways you can make bigger jumps in that as well by pushing the analog stick in the opposite direction. So I haven't quite figured that out yet, but as you can see, I'm still beating my own records. And one more try at that, actually.
At your marks. Ready? Go!
So in theory, you go faster the longer your combo is. But just the computer opponents in that one just seem to be a bit too perfect. I guess that makes up for the rugby match we just had. Anyway, those are all the events. Before we finish, I just want to show you what you're going to spend all those points on, which are outfits.
Outfits.
So you can assign different outfits for every single event. So if we take sport climbing as an example, I go into here, pick my athlete. You can spend your points on any of these outfits, including some absolutely ridiculous ones. So if you want to dress yourself up as Mario, you can do. Or a pirate. May as well spend these points, I've got them. So, or a cowboy, or an office lady. I think Mario is appropriate for climbing. We can add a hat to that as well. I wonder if there's a Mario hat as well. I'm not sure there is, actually. No, that's a shame. Oh well. It's enough. It's enough. So yeah, you spend your points on that. You can really customize your character even further with them. And yeah, you can really sort of take ownership of your experience. Now, as I say, the multiplayer community for this seems sadly dead. I don't know if it will pick up again if and when this gets a Western release, or if the Olympics actually happen next year. That's supposed to be going on. But for the minute, it's quite a fun single-player experience. It's a good sort of arcadey game to just spend a little bit of time with and have a bit of fun with. If you can get a friend over to play, or if you've got some people that you can convince to buy it and you can like set up your own multiplayer session online with it, yeah, I'm sure you can have some fun with this. But I really like it, but then I really like this kind of game anyway. So anyway, I hope that gave you a nice tour of it. I know that was quite a long, short play, but there was a lot to talk about in this game. So hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.